Hi students, how are you today? Okay, so we're going to practice, last class we were practicing with simple past, but only using was and where, that is the verb to be, right? For example, yesterday I was at home and you were with your family, right? But this class, we're going to work simple past, but using verbs that are regular verbs. Okay, we have two kinds of verbs in English. Okay, and we're going to practice the verbs in that are regular. Those verbs means that when we turn them into past, we're going to add ed, right? There is no rule to learn the verbs. The only thing that you have to do is to practice, to memorize them. Okay, there are several lists of verbs that you can check out on internet, where you're going to find regular verbs and irregular verbs. But now we're going to practice only with regular verbs to learn them. Okay, this is just to learn them. If it's simple past with regular or irregular verbs, it doesn't change. It's the same. Only we're going to learn first regular verbs, like for example, work, play, walk, work, talk, study, learn. Okay, just to say some of the verbs that we have. Okay, remember that we're going to work with auxiliary verbs. Yes, if we have simple present, we're going to work with auxiliary do and does. That is going to be our auxiliary for present. What happened if it's a past? Okay, the past for do and does, it is going to be did. Remember that this one we use it for negative and questions. Okay, but let's start with affirmative sentences. Okay, remember that we're going to add ed to the verbs to make it in past, like work, worked. Yes, play, played, walk, walked, work, worked. Oh, I wrote it twice. Talk, talked, study, studied. Okay, as you can see here, we have study, studied. It changes. Why? If we have a consonant before a Y, we're going to change it by IED. Like here, it doesn't happen. Why? Because we have a vowel and a Y, but here we have a consonant and a Y. Study, studied. Okay, and learned, it is going to be, learned. Yes, very good. Okay, so now let's make affirmative sentences. As I told you, we always are going to use the personal pronouns, right? I, he, she, it, you, we, they. Okay, and to make affirmative sentences, the only thing that we have to do is to add the verb in past. Like for example, I worked, all day for you. Okay, I worked all day for you. I was doing I did my activities. I upload I uploaded the classes, right? Okay, he played guitar. She walked in a park. It worked. For example, it, remember that we use it to talk about animals or as well to talk about objects. In this case, if I say it worked, I'm saying that something, like for example, a cell phone, right? This cell phone is broken, right? This cell phone is broken, but 3 months ago, it worked. Yeah, it was working, not anymore. It is broken. Yes, you talked with coordinator. Yes, we studied at home. Yes, they learned English. Very good. As you can see, the only thing that we need is a personal pronoun and a verb in past, yes, and a complement. Yeah, it can be a date, it can be anything that complements this part right here. Okay, the simple past is really easy, really easy, because we only use these two things right here. The complicated part of the simple past is learn the verbs present and past. We need to learn them, we need to memorize them. Yes, so we're going to use the verbs in present and also the verbs in past. Why? Okay, now we're going to use our auxiliary did. Remember that we're going to use it for negative and questions. How are we going to make negative sentences using in simple past? Okay, it would be like this. I'm going to use the personal pronoun, I'm going to use the auxiliary did, and we're going to add not, okay? And then we're going to place the verbs in present. Why? Because the auxiliary is telling us that this is already in past, okay? So it would be, I did not work. I did not work in the classroom last Saturday. Yes? I did not work in the classroom last Saturday. Where did I work? Okay, I worked in, for example, I worked in my house. Yes, this is the negative. I did not work in the classroom. In Eko's classroom, I didn't work there. I worked in my house. Yeah? You can use as well contraction. She didn't, yes, she didn't walk to school. She didn't walk to school. Yes, she what? She stayed at home. Okay, negative. We didn't see each other. And that's it. Affirmative and negative sentences for simple past. That is the only thing that you're going to use for your classes, okay? So see you soon. Bye.